Hey you guys, thank you so much for tuning in to another Mustached Man YouTube video. Today I want to share my top three most complimented fragrances to my recollection in my entire collection, which you can see a couple of my collection back there. So it's growing, slowly but surely for a beginner fragrance connoisseur. So alright, so here we go. Top three. I could have done more, but I wanted to just keep it small since I have a small collection at the moment and do my top three most complimented in my collection. And while I'm at it, if you guys like fragrance reviews and things of that nature, if you want to subscribe, it really helps me reach a lot more people and would really help me out. So, and comment below, what are your most complimented fragrances? I'm really curious to know what you guys carry in your collection most often and where. So, number three, actually I have in the box at the moment, because that's how I've been trying to organize my fragrances before I put them in their final spots in my room. So, but my number three spot is Lacoste Blanc L1212, and this one is just a little bit different because it's actually the collector edition. And I was told by, I can't remember I think he's a subscriber, he or she is a subscriber now, but they commented and said that this version of the Lacoste fragrance is actually different than the original Lacoste Blanc. And the box I have right here as well, because it's got art on it. It says right there, it says collector edition, and so yeah, it's a little bit different of a smell. I don't know what the original actually smells like. I just got the bottle because I thought it was cool looking, but apparently it's supposed to be a little different. I think it's very creamy, very, very juicy, very fresh. It's so good. I love this fragrance so much. My brother steals it all the time. Beautiful, masculine, but I think a very unisex is a well fragrance. Even though it's geared towards men, I think it's a very unisex fragrance, more leaning towards masculine though. Floral fragrance for sure, and it's just beautiful. It makes me so happy whenever I smell it. It's so beautiful. But yeah, this is definitely one of my most complimented ones. Number three on the list though. So the second most complimented fragrance in my collection, as you can see, the other bottle, you can't tell how much I've used, but I've used quite a bit of this. And also I only got this earlier this year, and it's kind of fooling. Like, I used quite a bit of it, but a lot of it, I made a couple decants though for friends because I knew how amazing it was. It's the Reserve blend, but they've changed the name. I'm kind of confused how Cremo is doing it right now. They changed the name of the fragrance and they call it the Distiller's Blend, but I don't actually know if that's what this one was or if that's totally different, if that's totally the same. I'm not sure. There was a comment that I recently saw that I believe the gentleman said, and I can't remember his name either, but he said that the Distillers should be the same as this, but I haven't tried that myself, so I'm not sure. But either way, it's very nice. Again, a very fresh fragrance. It's kind of a little spicy to me. It's got vetiver. It's kind of green, and it's fruity. It's got a woody. You know, it's kind of, in some ways it's kind of generic, but to me, in my collection, I haven't tried a whole lot of colognes, but to me it's different than a lot of the stuff in my collection, while still being kind of similar to just being a designer, even though this isn't really a designer house. Being a designer-like fragrance. But it's simple, simpler. A lot of the Cremo fragrances are simple, not as, but it's a little more complex than the other Cremo fragrances, which is why I think part of the reason why I get some more compliments. But I've had many compliments of this one. This one is huge for compliments in my collection. So Reserve Blend Cremo Eau de Toilette. All right, so my number one spot is really going to surprise you guys. And I am serious about it being the number one most complimented fragrance in my collection. It's probably not the most unique. It's not the most natural smelling. It's pretty synthetic. It's not the most strong projecting fragrance. But it also lasts for a long time. And it's not even a cologne, sadly. So I know a lot of people are gonna be like getting after me for that, but I'm being honest. It's my most complimented in my collection, and it's by Old Spice. It's just a deodorant, and it's called Aqua Reef. And this, hands down, is my most complimented fragrance in my collection. I will say the other colognes that I have are starting to reach compliment levels of this one, but people love this cologne or deodorant. I don't know what it is. It projects a lot for a cologne or for a deodorant. See, I keep saying cologne because I keep forgetting that this is just a deodorant when I'm wearing it. People think it's a cologne, and they're like, "What cologne are you wearing?" And I'm like, "Actually, it's just my deodorant." So for $250, $350, whatever this was, it worked really well for me. I just wanted to be honest with you guys. My number one my number one most complimented fragrance is a deodorant. It's kind of sad, because this is really budget friendly. But I still paid like $20 for this. I think it was $35 or $45 for this, which this is, by the way, going up major in price. I can't find it on FragranceNet or Fragrance X. I think because it's a collector edition, I think that they don't really carry them as much anymore. So, and the last one I saw was like $89 on Amazon. So if you can, I want to pick up another bottle, but it's just so expensive now. But I like it so much, I might just pay that price if I do find out it's going. Because I love this one so much. Because if I do find out if it's going, I want to get another bottle. But yeah, my number one. This is my second stick too, because I used it so much. Which just goes to show, general hygiene is a huge must. Like, you can't just use a cologne and call it good. All hygiene is important. So anyways, those are my top three. I hope you guys enjoyed this list. Comment down below what you guys think about my number one spot and either of the other two spots, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Also, real quick before I go, if anyone has, any of my subscribers or anyone in the comments wants to write below, I will be trying to come up with a new name for my channel. Since I'm not really relating to mustaches anymore, I want to come up with a new name for the channel. And if you want to be part of the voting for that, just keep an eye out for the videos in the future, because I'm going to have a kind of a poll in the comments in one of the videos for a new name for my channel, and I'd love to find out what you guys want it to be. So, alrighty, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.